Let's get into the first topic of proceedings. AD, Liverpool are champions yet again, 20 times, as he said earlier. Back on the perch. What are you telling me, man? How are you feeling? You must be elated. You finally got it over the line in April.
Wow, over the moon, ecstatic, scenes of glorious emotion, unbridled jubilate. Jubilation? Is that word?
Yeah.
It doesn't matter. It doesn't matter, Michael, because let me tell you this right now. We are the champions of England for the 20th time. Over the moon, lads. Over the moon, man. Like I was close. No, I was close to tears. I teared up, man. Bro, this means it means yeah, bro. I was moved, man. I was moved. It felt so special, man. I'm loving every second of it. I couldn't ask for any more. So, yeah, man. I'm just, bro. To put it into one word, bro. I'm just immensely happy, man. I'm really, really happy.
In your opinion, what's this title league? What's this Premier League title down to? What was it that was really gave Liverpool that thing of this is ours and what made you believe it? Like what was there anything this season that you would say like, yeah, this is us?
Bro, I think it's the 9 years that Jurgen Klopp. So from when Jurgen Klopp walked through the door, and how he sort of sculpted and how he crafted and how he built a team. He built the flat, right? Beautiful flat, stunning flat in the centre of London, and he passed it on. He passed it on to the tenant, and he said, "Mate, do with it what you want. Take it to the next level. Make it beautiful for me." And credit to Arne Slot, because what Arne Slot has done is he's coached, man, fundamentally pure blank period. Because this is the same. Yeah, it's in essence the same team from last season, isn't it? And what he's done is he said, "Look, Ryan Gravenberch, I like some of your attributes. I want to make you a 6. Cody, you're a bit inconsistent. I'm not too sure what the last manager was doing with you. I'm gonna play you in your right position, and you're gonna add value. So, Bosley, I want to see more from you. And even Trent, defensively, he was better. He was better than he has been in the past. Andy Robertson, I know your powers are waning. I know you're not quite what you used to be maybe 4 or 5 years ago, but your experience, your know-how, your wherewithal, I need you." And I think ultimately, yes, so just to sum it up in a word, bro, Arne Slot is coached, and it's as simple as that. And he's managed to Mo. We doing tracking back. I don't know. Listen, you be near that box, shoot on sight, shoot on. Look, I will create chances for you to slap that ball into the net. I need you carry me to that to this league title. Big VVD, you're my man. And I think it's as simple as that, bro. I think all he's done is he's played players to their strengths, and he's used players how they're best meant to be used, and you see that is it maybe the greatest Liverpool? It's never the greatest Liverpool side we've seen in recent years, but it's functional. Everybody knows what they're doing. So credit in the first sense goes to Jurgen Klopp, but big up Mr. Arne Slot, man, because yeah, he's done his thing. It's been phenomenal.
I think that's fair. I don't know what you guys all think on the panel. I think Arne Slot is definitely the difference maker this season. He's coming to the side. One of the things I think I rate about him the most, like some managers come into a club and they want to kind of, because of the ego and the pride, they want to make a difference. They want to stamp their mark. They want to go ahead and put things in play. And yet he kind of kept like 90% of what was going right with Liverpool in the first place and just kept that bit going and maybe tweaked a few bits here and there, but it was effective. And I think one thing I do rate about Slot for this season, and just Liverpool as a whole, actually, in this season where anyone look at how United have suffered, Arsenal have suffered, even Chelsea to an extent have suffered, where an iconic manager is at the helm, he's left, and is just struggling to get that success back in the same vein. Whereas Slot's come in after Jurgen Klopp. I mean, Klopp is up there with the Shankleys and whatnot, Dalglish's of this world in terms of Liverpool fandom.
Definitely the best of the Premier League era.
100%. And then, in a season where he's got 3 players that are in big contract negotiations, which went on forever. Do you know what I mean? Like, it's been going on all season, not affected the team, not affected the performances as such. And then they've gone and won the league at a canter. I honestly, it's we're not rating this enough. This is an astonishing Premier League title winning performance. Astonishing. What say you guys? Oscar's on mute still, but you know the way there. He's just miming to the masses.
It's not astonishing. Like, as far as Premier League titles go, it was good, innit? It was good. They walked the league. There was no debate about who the Premier League champions were. They did what they had to do, and in fairness to them, they've pretty much been solid all season. Like, they haven't really had like a mad blip or anything where you felt like they even gave Arsenal a sniff. But yeah, no, I can only agree with what you said about Arne Slot in the sense that he didn't try to reinvent the wheel. He was like, let me just put these cogs to good use and get the best out of players that I need to get the best out of. And they won the league. Like, I was hating on Liverpool at the beginning of the season because I saw how they were playing. I saw they were getting over the line and winning games, but it was very much no frills, and I just didn't think it was going to last. The fact that it's lasted, the fact that the consistency is there, you know, that's more commendable than the burst of intense, like, good form that we see many teams have. Especially now, if you look at the top four race, you see a team like Newcastle who are in red hot form right now. But what were they doing 3 months ago? They were moving dumb. Like, so, you know what I mean? All these other teams that have had hot streaks and then fall off and then have another hot streak. It shows how difficult it is to keep up that tempo at this level in the game. So big up Arne Slot, big up Liverpool. The midfield in particular, I was very critical of them. I just didn't see it as a title winning midfield, but they proved me wrong. Shout out Mac Allister and the boys. Yeah, man, big up Liverpool. Like, I can't hate. I would love to, but I can't.
Robinho, Ernest, you got anything to say about Liverpool being champions, one of your closest rival, matching the 20 league titles? Wow, the silence is unreal.
Worst. This is the worst season of any Manchester United fan. This is the worst
because of what's going on with you as well.
Everything's compounding. Like, Liverpool have equaled us in a year where we're not even like, lads, think about it. Yeah? The haram that Manchester United Football Club have committed leading up to this year means that in a year where there are 5 Champions League spots available, we're not even 10th. Do you know what I mean? Like, it's nasty stuff. And then it's made me not watch Liverpool as much as I could have because I didn't think they'd win the league like August. Like, it's mad. This season's gone quick. I remember the first game against Ipswich. Like, I remember how tightly contested it was. Ipswich were trying to show themselves as the new boys in the Prem. And Liverpool, I remember, I think, was it Adrian, correct me if I'm wrong, Quanta got taken off because he was moving a bit crazy, and Slot said
the lap was bullying him.
And ultimately, Slot showed his nature by the 4th game of the season when he went to Old Trafford and explained in an hour and 30 minutes, in a minute and 30 seconds, why Ten Hag's system wasn't working. Absolutely obliterated us 3-0. And for me, I think my critique of Liverpool this season is that the lion's share of goals has come from one man. So I think, you know, and someone can say, and I probably agree with them, that ultimately that's going to change with the sale of Darwin Núñez this next summer. They're going to add to this firepower because I think Slot's not done. He knows exactly partially how they won the league. But for me, my boy Mac Allister, and I say my boy because when they played France, I said, this guy's been a player of the tournament. Do you know what I mean? He's been the best player for Argentina that year. And I think people who doubted him, because I remember there's 2 Liverpool signings that I've predicted would be good, Salah and Mac Allister, because both of them went for steals. How nobody went for Mac Allister from Brighton is beyond me, because the guy, he's not the fastest, but he covers ground. He's really good at ball striking. He's very good in possession. I think in the beginning of the season, it was like, is he a 10? Is he a 6? Is he an 8? And he found his rhythm with Gravenberch, who for me, at least for the first half of the season, was the best central midfielder in the Prem. Van Dijk, apart from 1 or 2 hiccups in the middle of the season, like December, January, has been the same. Do you know what I mean? Liverpool have been nothing short of deserving champions. And that's why this season probably hurts the most. Like, I'm not like Arsenal fans and talking about PGMOL. Liverpool have the best team in the Premier League, and that's why it burns. You know what I mean? Ultimately, it compounding with the fact that we're actually as bad as we are. A lot of our ops are in semi-final. One of them's in a final. Do you know what I mean? And I'm like, wow, this couldn't have gotten any worse, could it? Do you know what I mean?
But you're also in a semi.
Oscar, stop that. What's it?
No. What? Why
Oscar,
stop that?
give me one knockout game you've been confident Man United were gonna win.
Oh no, there hasn't been one.
So let's stop it.
But
Let's stop.
It ain't really a stop it, Tim, because let's keep it a beam.
Stop. So let's stop.
Keep it a beam.
So let's stop. Stop talking
Man United.
stop talking like you're from Toronto. Like, stop it. Like, do you know what I mean?
Toronto.
You cheese me, dog.